What's up, Dominators? Welcome back to the Shihai channel, and today I present to you stream number 42. So Bushiroad does this weekly stream every Tuesday. So as you can see, the timer right now is 10:56 p.m., 26th of February 2019. And yeah, they had the stream today, number 42, on the new reviews, and they were just gonna go through some of them. Reason why I made this video actually is because to go through some of the cards that are actually introduced, in which I was really surprised by what Bushiroad actually came up with. So first card we're gonna go into is Bermuda. So here is one of the Bermuda reviews. It's actually a grade 4 Bermuda, the first thing you notice, with a twin drive and then a force marker. So what does this mean is Bushiroad is actually trying to integrate grade 4s into Bermuda, which is actually really surprising. So the only grade 4s currently in standard on the V series is inclusive of Kagero, Novel, grade 4 for Royal Paladin, which is Exculpate the Blaster. And then we have grade 4s for Gear Chronicle, obviously being the not Chrono Jet Dragons, I guess. I don't know what's the thing. Or next stage, next stage. The next stage dragon and Idealized Dragon. So I'm very surprised to see a grade 4 in Bermuda Triangle because I've thought that most of the time there'll be only a grade 3. But yes, Bushiroad revealed today that it's going to be a grade 4. Splendid art, obviously, by the creator. And you can see the rarity right here is purple because it's not purple, it's pink because the rarity is LIR. So it's the new idol rare in a sense. But the skill is what surprises us the most because it's pretty high roll as in because of the skill in which you're gonna go through now. It's auto Vanguard Circle when it appears. So on place, reveal the top 10 cards of your deck. If all the normal units revealed this way have different names, at the end of the first battle of this turn, stand this unit, shuffle your deck. So what does this mean is basically you reveal the top 10 cards. If they're all in different names, you get to restand your Vanguard or the first battle of this turn, stand this unit for free. So it's pretty interesting in the sense that you actually have to high roll the top 10 cards of your deck, being all different types of cards in a sense. And if Bushiroad is implementing this, that means they actually are trying to get us to run lower quantities of duplicates. So usually you can run 4 off the same card in the deck, maybe we run 2 off or like maybe even 1 off now in the deck to actually hit this criteria of getting the extra restanding Vanguard. But as I said before, it's pretty high roll, as you can see that 14k base there. Even though it's a force marker and it's a twin drive, the top 10 cards, if you actually run duplicates, in which I think most of the deck does due to the limited availability of cards in standard as of the moment, it's pretty hard to not high roll. It's pretty hard to high roll into the top 10 cards being all different types of cards. But nevertheless, let's see what's Bushiroad coming up with the future Bermuda VRs and LRs, because they haven't revealed that maybe there are some cards that actually support this type of mechanics. Moving on to the newer cards that we've got today, we got Blaster Arrow from the new Extra Booster 06, in which I forgot the name, but it consists of the support for Rare Paladin, Kagero, Nova Grapplers, and Link Joker. So we're going to go through Blaster Arrow skill. So Blaster Arrow skill is pretty unique. Skill is continuous rearguard circle with 6 different blaster units. They cannot be chosen by opponent's card effects. So what does this mean? That means that your whole of your rearguard circle and your vanguard circle has to consist of blaster units, and then they cannot be chosen by opponent card effects, which means binding, retiring, and other forms of vanishing the rearguards from the rearguard circle, unless you're playing against clans such as NG or Kagero, the Destiny, where they target the circle instead of the unit. The second skill is when it appears, if you have 3 or more different blaster units, you may discard 1 card to search your deck for up to 1 Arc Saver Dragon, reveal it, add to your hand, and shuffle your deck. So what does this mean? Is basically the same thing as Bannon and Xenon. Which one is it? I think it's Bannon. The grade 2 card in Mini Booster, Sequoia Strife. The skill of Bannon is when placed, you may reveal Escapade the Blaster, send it back to the deck. You search your deck for 1 alpha early, add to hand, so it's basically the same thing as Blaster Arrow. Alright, moving on to the next one, which is the Triple R Grade 4 Arc Saver Dragon. pretty interesting. Skill continuous in your hand and Vanguard circle. If you have a total of 3 or more different blaster cards on your Vanguard circle and in your drop zone, this unique card's grade gets -1. So what does this mean? Is you can write this on your first write if you have 3 or more blaster cards in your Vanguard circle or drop zone. And it's pretty interesting to see that Bushiroad implementing this kind of thing, because if to write into Arc Saber Dragon and then being unable to rewrite again at all because it's a grade 4, you can't write a grade 3 on top of a grade 4, you can't downgrade basically, or you would want to not write from uh, Escalate the Blaster into not into but from Arc Saber Dragon right into Escapade the Blaster, which is pretty bad in some situations because Escapade the Blaster is good for clearing your field. But yeah, it's a good way of Bushiroad letting you write grade 3s over Arc Saber Dragon after you've used it in a sense. So the second skill is when it appears, you can see the hefty cost of a Counter Blast 3 and Soul Blast 3. You search your deck, drop zone, soul, and damage for up to 1 blaster unit each for a total of up to 3 cards. Call them to Rearguard circles and shuffle your deck. So it's pretty hefty cost for a Counter Blast 3, Soul Blast 3 to Superior Call 3 blaster units from basically everywhere, inclusive of the deck, drop, soul, and damage, not including bind zone of course, but it basically allows you to superior call units from everywhere, almost everywhere in the zones in the game. So mixed feelings about the card. I probably run maybe maximum 1 or 2 off in the deck for pretty high cost, and considering that blasters or Royal Paladin in general doesn't have a counter charger at the moment in standard, it will be pretty hard to manage your resources effectively. Alright, last but not least, we're gonna go to the IMR art for Blaster Arrow. As you can see, the Korin Tatsunagi Blaster Arrow art, it looks so cool and so nice. I'll definitely be getting one of these at least. It's the IMR for the new EB06, VEB06. As you can see, I really love Bushiroad's art in turning Korin into Blaster Arrow and then adding that sweet golden border at the top right hand side. You can see the unit's name, which is Blaster Arrow, and then after that we got the name Korin Tatsunagi. So I really love that, and I hope Bushiroad continues to push out more IMRs like this, maybe for a few different more arts. Maybe Arc Saber Dragon can be one, Messiah Lock Blaster may be one, it depends, and see how Bushiroad does it. So yeah, that's all for the stream today. That's all I can actually say and take away from the stream, because that's the cards they revealed. So leave a comments down below on what you think of the Bermuda getting a new grade 4. Is it good or bad for the meta or for the deck, or as a clan in general? What do you think of Arc Saber Dragon and Blaster Arrow? Do you think it's good, or do you think it complements the deck in the future, or is it going to tie in with Messiah Lord Blaster? And I'll probably answer all your comments down below. And with that, I'll leave you to it. This is Shihai, and I'm out. Peace.